Hi, friends. Look at us. Live again for another conscious evolution. I say indeed, and greetings unto you. So nice having you here. We're here with Christian today. We've been having some conversations.
I don't know if I know this audience in particular.
No, you do. It's the same
is it the
friends.
same?
Yeah, these are the actual friends.
Oh, okay.
These are the actual friends. Yeah.
Not bad.
Like, I was just trying to explain to him why I do both the vertical streams and the horizontal streams. And I was like, you friends are used to the horizontal streams, where with the vertical streams, we'll find friends that isn't usually in the community with us. So today's conversation that me and Christian have been having fervently at some points is about value and our values and what it is we value in this life. Hey, Zano, you see? Zano instantly back again. It's nice having you here, Zano.
I did enjoy her take on you.
Yeah, Zano is wise. Zano is also at this point...
It's an important viewpoint to keep in mind. I do agree.
Zano is also bringing a life into this world right now.
Oh, wow. Pregnant? Pregnante?
Pregnant.
Pregnant?
I'm pageant.
Can u get pregante?
Can u get pregante? Yeah. So, like, there is probably some wisdom coming from that as well, I'm sure. So much love.
It's necessary. Forget about it from a place of pain, from a place of suffering.
I love seeing you guys together. Joe.
We love seeing you on the chat.
How much did we talk about Joe today?
check Zano's comment. I'm wise, pregnant
emoji. I'm wise, pregnant man. Isn't that the pregnant? No, it's not the pregnant. It's the pregnant woman at least. So wise. Zano literally has 2 brains in her right now. So I mean, literally.
Yeah, it's double the power.
She pregante. She pregnant.
She pregnant.
I love our
I have to say, in my memory of my existence, that particular video where the dude just brings up comments of spelling pregnant and pronouncing
breaking.
I have to say, like, broke my mind in terms of how hilarious this world can be.
The fact that it's a bunch of pregnant people, bro.
spelling pregnant wrong, dude. All for in the most creative ways.
Ooh, I'm getting a call from Kyle.
Who's Kyle?
I don't know. Hey, Kyle.
Kyle.
Hello.
What's up, bro?
How's it, man? You're speaking to Kyle from Nord Productions.
Oh, wait, dude. You with Chris?
Yes, with Chris.
How can I help, man? Did I miss something? Can you contact Kyle to discuss visual setup? He will be setting up tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow morning to help you and stuff, man.
Yes, I just wanted to check that you are comfortable with the projection mapping and the running of that AV stuff like that.
I'm comfortable with everything, but will you be setting up the actual projection as like just a fit so I can just put media on it?
Well, that's the thing, is that I don't really know how to do the projection mapping side of it. I mean, I can set up all the technical stuff, but when it comes to the actual mapping of it, it's not really my thing.
So I can do that stuff. I'm comfortable with that. Okay. So it's just a matter of like tinkering on the day, making sure it's like set, and then we can kind of like move forward. I'm gonna be there tomorrow for the whole day. Like I'm gonna be there making it work with you.
Lekker. And then you're gonna be running their content and stuff over that, eh?
That's right.
All right, awesome.
Sweet. Thank you,
cool,
Kyle.
Man.
Bless you, bro.
Look forward to meeting you.
See you tomorrow, man.
Cool. Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
Oh, I'm proud of you, man. Look at that talk. Sounded
professional.
So, yeah, I do the same thing. Suddenly go into... That's why split personality disorder is happening, bro. This is hippie Chris right now that people are seeing on stream. If I came into office dressed like this...
Look, the pants are pretty cool, bro.
I would get crucified.
They're like, what are you wearing? Don't you know we're trying to set a certain image here?
Yes. If I pitch like this to one of my meetings, bro, I'll be taken outside and flogged by my boss, bro.
What do you think you're doing? Do you know the gender yet, Zano? Or are you gonna wait? Double brains is so meta. I'm happy to put that idea in your mind. You probably have had it before. Lekker! Jovan says. Bless. Yeah, you probably heard it on the call. He probably said lekker. I wouldn't be surprised.
Sorry, mate. I'll be with...
It's okay. It really is so very much a part of our brains. it's like a confirmation word. Like, okay, like things are okay. Let's move forward. I'm gonna know the gender next Wednesday. That is coming up fast. Bless you, Zano. Bro, instantly I'm back in a state though.
I'm listening.
My personality has switched. And I'm back to being business melt though. I'm like, yes, I need to do works. Yes, look at me knowing how to do a thing. I know how to do a thing. You know what the worst part is, Christian?
I'm listening.
And I've said this to Dad today.
Yeah.
This is the first time ever I'm gonna be using this piece of software.
And you just said that you can.
I know that I can, but I will have to figure it out. Like again, the whole, we don't say, oh, I don't know how to do that. No.
I would have said I don't know how to do that.
I don't say I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it tomorrow.
I can do everything. I know how to do projection mapping. Again, I've done it in other software. It's like code. You know how to code, Christian. If you switch over to another programming language, not always, but you can catch up. You can catch up, bro. You can catch up. Watch me.
You're so screwed.
Watch me pull up a YouTube video, bro, and then wait, and then I'm gonna be like, and then the problem will be solved.
Do you know the gender? It's lekker.
What is
I'm
lekker?
gonna know the gender. What is lekker?
What is lekker?
How do you describe lekker, bro?
It's
nice.
It's like nice. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. That's
Lekker
nice.
is like, it's like nice, but somehow sweeter.
Yeah, it's usually associated with like something being tasty on
Lekker.
top of it being nice, right? It's specifically almost attached to
I don't know, man.
taste.
Sometimes you say, I get a lekker kak gehad.
I don't say stuff like
I
that.
say that shit. Literally.
Literally. So proud of Melty. I love you, friends. Like, if not for your support, literally, you friends supported my art, and that gave me enough time to figure some of my shit out.
I think what's very unique about this particular stream that you tried to do is that there is complete authenticity in all of it. It's not some sort of filtering or wacky editing.
I'm not setting
or
up
any
script.
effects.
Yeah, I try and bring a topic, and then we can like kind of have that as a grounding point to explore around.
And I think it's all been I don't want to say you've had like 1,000 streams already. Over 1,000. 1,500 streams. I can't say all of it was important content. But
How dare you? How
there.
You know, coming to that conclusion
But I will
myself
100%
was like
say,
a humbling moment.
I
Yeah.
will 100% say that a lot of it had the intention and sometimes did have the content of truly trying to address the very fundamental, impactful things in life. And that's a good thing. You can't say it's a bad thing. It was very much on the journey of trying to do better and trying to make the world a better place through the technology you had access to.
Why are you saying these things, bro? Like, I feel like there's a punchline coming, dude. It's so nice. Like,
No punchline, bro.
I appreciate you so much, bro. Like, I've been going through certain types of ego death myself as well, bro. And like, that's actually one of them, bro.
You've been going through ego death this entire time.
I've been melting this whole time. I know, dude. That's the point. I get it. I fucking get it. But it's still like getting to that point where I had to almost acknowledge to myself that my content might not be, and in that way, as you said, might not be the most important content to other people, right? And almost like rebalancing my importance system onto myself and being like, this is really important to me. The fact that I get to have this moment with you, right? If you die, God forbid. Exactly.
Put that into the universe.
I have you in these moments, and I will clone you. I'm sorry, Christian. I'm gonna fucking clone you.
Don't threaten me
I'm
like
not
that.
gonna live a life without a Christian.
You
in my
can't do
life.
that to
I'm
me,
gonna
bro.
have to become.
You
even
know how I
wealthier.
feel about clones.
Okay, I'll just make you a robo Christian, which
I
is.
prefer a robo Christian, to be honest with you, than getting biologically cloned.
I have some of his hair in a locket somewhere. I should get some of his hair. I done yet. I like the horizontal more. Me too, Nancy. For what it's worth, I'm on team horizontal. For me, it's a damn travesty.
I'm on team straight.
For me, it's a damn travesty that we're like holding our devices like this always, right? And the whole, like for me, the whole mindset, this dude, of like filming content, like that's where it really like drove home for me. Is people starting to film their content on their phones, holding them like this instead of like this, right? Because that meant that when it was on my computer screen, I lost like 60% of my screen real estate, and I was not happy about that.
So much screen payment wasted.
Still not happy about that. So this means, boom, look at all of this full screenedness. And eventually, this is going to be a 360 camera, so you friends can look around for yourself if you want. That might be weird.
be nipping at the heels.
Yeah, like for me, and I had this conversation with Joy Vive today. She was like, "Oh, it looks like you're in the Garden of Eden, bro." With this vibe.
You like the garden, huh?
No, she does. And then I say, it really does have that vibe. And then she goes into this fractal of like how beautiful South Africa is.
It's funny.
It's listen to this
I'm
fractal.
listening. How beautiful South Africa is.
And like I tell her that yes, it is, but also I always show you the most beautiful possible perspective that I can. Right? I could have sat in front of the dustbin, as that is my background, and it would still be South Africa, but you would have a whole different image in your head.
Yeah, it's not pretty here in some places. Hey.
Yeah.
It's actually very, very ugly and horrifying and disgusting.
Rough in some places.
Again, this is what I love about essay. Just it's so good at showing you that contrast. Suddenly, out of you can drive. I promise you, you can
anywhere.
Drive 10 minutes in any direction from here. You will find a ghetto. You will find some sort of
suffering,
village and litter and horrible suffering. It's not fair. I'm most definitely one of the privileged. Absolutely. But I wanted to mention on a happier point that my mother always dreamed of having a Garden of Eden. And you saying that just solidifies that perspective even more.
Dude, the fact that Joy Vive said it, and like her talking about loving this scarf.
This garden trust, it took a long time for my mom to be happy with this garden. This was just gras, bro.
Yeah, just
there was just grass. And my mom was like,
hell no. No.
So my dad wanted to keep it just grass. Because we played soccer on it.
So it was like grass wall to wall.
Oh, nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
So we should show our friends how much more there is now that you can see. Maybe we'll do a little walkthrough even.
There's surprisingly a lot to see in this little place.
It's nice, bro. Like I really love this feature. This
right?
We're gonna do this in our future house.
We're gonna do this.
This is gonna happen.
Your future, it's my future house, bro.
Our.
Oh no. Soviets. Cancel the communism right now.
Greetings, brother. Hey, Dan the man. Bro, it's been a while since seeing your name. What a blessing. We actually didn't get like a proper Christian in the thumbnail for the second stream. I wish we did have it in the thumbnail.
Oh, rip.
He had to go and shower and stuff and not stink. Lame.
You should be grateful,
What,
bro.
you some sissy dude, huh?
Oh, yeah,
showering and stuff?
after climbing.
He went climbing. This dude is like actually impressive, you know. Like,
No.
Actually, I was impressed. Like there was this one climb where you literally, like watching you, bro, I couldn't understand how you were still holding on. Where he had to throw himself, and then he was just going on the wall, and then he locks back in and fucking climbs it. I'm like, he just shit himself a little bit as well.
And the worst part is I'm one of the most inexperienced climbers in rock climbing, bro. That's what it looks like when you gain just like a fraction of experience. Just a tiny... And then it goes, like, what I know in comparison, like, it's here, bro. In comparison to some of the
pros, bro.
The rock climbers
Magnuses.
in that gym.
Oh my goodness.
In that gym, dude.
Because some of them are climbing those hard stuff, bro.
Dude, I climb 19s, maybe a 20. The hardest I will possibly ever achieve right now is a 21.
And then 3s and 4s on your...
Yeah, and there are people setting routes. Not climbing them, setting the routes for 27s.
What does that mean?
That's
They're like
they're
one
grades.
That, yeah,
they're essentially rock climbing grades. So I would say 15 is beginner.
I'm just imagining, bro. My mind is just going down the rabbit holes of like freaking rock climber jokes, and there's just like texture on the wall, and it's just the wall all the way up, and there's like
there's a massive rock climbing.
Look,
Keelan sent me this video, right? I will show it to you guys as well in a second.
and man, this space really is super extra beautiful. You are a part of what makes this space beautiful, Shao. Yes.
Watch this shit.
Konk. That's a women's too, bro.
Yeah, women's competition. Check this girl, what she does.
Yes.
Look at the chameleon arm.
She'd be able to like pull your freaking face off.
Pull your nose off. Bro. You're clean off.
Dude, like her arms are so thin, bro. With the amount of
what did you see?
What?
So
like, I'm more than willing to completely admit that I'm not even remotely this strong. Look at that.
This is the girl we were talking about. Oh.
Chonk.
Bonk.
Chonk.
Chameleon arms it. Womp.
The swing.
Switches.
It's like, no, not like this. Actually, I'm gonna...
Swings through. What? That's fucking crazy.
I'm guessing she probably like weighs only like 45 kilograms as well. Which also does help a little bit.
It doesn't matter, dude.
Yes,
it's
it
just
does.
Strength
It's physics. Your strength to ratio.
Weight ratio is insane.
That's true. I'm not taking that from her at all. I'm just imagining like I weigh 82 kilograms. So I would probably weigh twice her weight.
Okay. So
and I still have to create the same amount of force to try and keep that weight
I feel that with pull-ups. I used to be 63 when I could do about 8 pull-ups, 4 rounds.
Exactly.
Now it's 75, bro. I can barely do 4 rounds of 4 pull-ups.
Yes,
barely.
bro.
3 rounds.
Of 4?
4, bro.
Total.
No, but I do it at the end.
Okay. I was about to say.
That's after everything in the circuit that you've been through with me.
Yeah, that's still
and
a lot.
That wasn't even all of it. That was like a part.
Yeah, for me, exercising with pull-ups will be like I'm happy if I can do 4 sets of 10, right? And then again,
but you do them this way,
so, like this, like this,
that's
like this.
Yeah, this
like the 3 different.
This is crazy cool as well.
Yeah, like the pull-up bar I have is 2.
You want to chat to the neighbor?
Is he back home? He is.
Let him be.
What fractal was I going on? Oh yeah, the pull-ups thing. And Rudo was always like basically 10 kilograms lighter than me. And then we would do pull-ups together. And he would smoke me. Every time.
Again, this is Estian competing against Batman himself.
Absolutely. Yeah, he is Batman.
He's absolutely
literally Batman. My brother is Batman. And then he just like smokes me, bro. Does 4 sets of 20 pull-ups. And I'm like, I'm gonna try. Then I do like 14 and I'm
Again, I think it's one of those things that it just really depends on your body. I can do things, even as a skinnier man, that can match Clyde, for example. I was very nearly matching Clyde, and he's like 3 times my size. But it was specific exercises. I could absolutely not squat as much as this man. There was no way.
Those are like the true like complete muscle. But like as he said, like he took me to the gym last time I was here, and then he does this exercise where he's like locking legs in, hanging down with a 5 kilogram plate strapped to his head, and he's like doing like loop-de-loops. And I'm like, yeah, see, that's impressive, good form. And then I try it, and I'm like cooked. I'm like, I cannot even do like 1 extra like sit-up. Never mind, this dude is like.
Again, it really does depend on the things that you have trained. The things that you've been exposed to. So if a person has been doing pull-ups this entire time, of course, they're going to be better at pull-ups.
Yeah.
If a person has been doing squats this entire time...
Like pull-ups was basically like his exercise. That was the thing he was doing.
If I take him running, I'd probably kick his ass in running.
Yeah.
Or rowing. Or rock climbing. Or fencing. Or horse riding. There's always...
Bro, you would smoke him in climbing, bro.
Yeah, I'd probably smoke his ass in climbing.
It would really... Pretty easy. But you would, right now, with the practice you have, you would probably beat the average person, you know, like hands down.
The average person isn't exercising right now. That's the problem.
Unfortunately. The average person hasn't been rewarded for exercising.
But why would they?
Because we live in a society.
The reward is entirely personal.
The
it was
reward
always
is
meant
yours.
to be entirely personal.
But that's the thing, bro. Like, we live in a society that unfortunately...
Do you know Plato?
Yeah?
Was buff as fuck.
Bro,
Plato used to win arguments by flexing.
You know, Holmes,
the philosopher.
I'm the one who told you that, and unfortunately, I went and dived deeper whether or not that's true. And there's no technical, empirical evidence.
I did not learn that from you, as long as we're considering it misinformation. I learned it from Reynard.
Oh,
yeah.
Good. Great. I'm not the one who spread that misinformation, but I heard that too, Holmes, and I was like really into that idea of this guy that's actually a philosopher, but he's also like super fit and he's super jacked, right? He looks physically appealing. And then he's like in this whole philosophical debate, and then he realizes he's losing. And then instead of like admitting his lack, he starts flexing, you know, to try and bolster, like, yeah, if I was wrong, would I look this great? And it's funny to think about. I like it. I was doing dishes and I broke a plate. You know what I say when that happens, Zano? I see you have a cry emoji there. I see it as maybe there's like pent up bad luck in the universe. All right? And it is technically some bad luckishness when a plate breaks. But there are also other bad luckishnesses that can happen. I want to almost like start this thing over, Christian.
Yeah?
What do you think about this idea, bro? And I've been implementing this in my life for a long time. Because we talk about me being cursed sometimes, right?
You are cursed.
So, in this being of cursed energies, right, there is something called bad luck.
Yeah.
And then Zano told us that she just broke a plate.
Uh-huh.
So when stuff like this happens to me, I always am grateful for the bad thing that happened because I see it almost as like an energy, right, in the universe.
Right.
And then as soon as something bad happens, and it is not like literally freaking instant death on collision kind of bad luck, it means that bad luck now got dissipated. Almost like static charge, right? The static charge of this luck got dissipated with that broken plate.
Okay, so I have a different opinion on bad luck, and it entirely involves your perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can be in any situation, and you can still consider it good luck.
So that's technically what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying I'm doing.
You can...
Is that it's good luck that this smaller thing happened instead of me just insta-dying.
So there's an analogy behind that got posted in an English newspaper at some point. I actually know this because we were discussing it over a podcast we heard with my sister. And the idea was that you have a scenario where a man comes and robs a bank and you happen to be in that bank at that time. And the man shoots a bullet and it so happens that it hits your leg. A person with the mentality that this was the worst luck they could possibly ever have would consider it bad luck. So they came in, they were just trying to draw some cash. Some dude broke into the bank and fucking shot them in the leg, bro. Like, in the fucking leg, dude. He got shot, broke his bone, fucking sucked.
Bro, I get bit by a mosquito and I'm like having a bad time for the next 3 hours.
Yeah.
Getting shot.
Yeah. A fucking sight. But a person with good luck could have gone through the exact same scenario, no variables changed whatsoever besides their take on the situation. Which is essentially, I'm glad that bullet didn't hit my head.
Yeah, that is the alternative right at that moment.
God damn, that bullet could have gone flying anywhere.
Straight through my heart.
It hit my leg and not my head. I am the luckiest man alive.
That is, you know what's the best part, homie? In the moment, as I was like feeling you build up to that kind of point, I had my doubts. So I was like, not a fucking chance am I feeling any sense of good luck after getting shot. But that is the thing, bro. Of like, yes, bro, that could have been a lot worse. And I don't know if the bank will cover you. Like,
no,
they probably won't.
They were getting robbed, bro. It's not their problem.
It's not their fault. It's not their fault you got shot while.
Why would they cover you? Unless you have life insurance, if you're lucky.
Life insurance.
Yeah, it's
Who
gonna
has
be
life
very hard
insurance?
I do. In a,
Am I on your will? Takes out knife.
no,
Puts
sorry.
knife away.
There's only one person on my will, bro.
I'm just joking, bro. Like, again, when it comes to values, you in my life is like
Yeah.
number one value.
Nah.
Not, I mean, like, in comparison to all of the other things that
You say those things, and I love you, homie. But I promise you, right now, if there was a robber holding a gun to all of us, you would kill me before your family. I know that, and you should, in the first place.
If you were a robber holding a gun to my family.
If there was a robber holding a gun to us and your family, to me and your family.
And I had to pick who gets gaddied.
Yeah, I'm getting gaddied. I would want you to gaddy me, bro. I would be begging you to gaddy
In
me.
these extremes, I would like to not have anyone gaddied, right?
Gaddy the robber.
Gaddies everyone. It's like...
Autistic panic pop-up. Kills everybody.
That's nice, I feel better. You see, Zana feels better, bro. Her bad luck got statically discharged by plate going...
Look, man. Everybody has bad luck. Even Elon Musk.
Especially these days. Oh, bro. Yeah, I think the bad luck he has is just being himself, right? I would not want to be Elon right now, dude. Let's all be honest. Right? Maybe there's something to take from that, right? That if bad things are happening, just imagine yourself in that person's position, right? And if they're being bad, and you literally in your mind can feel that sense of it wouldn't be nice being them, then they're technically the ones losing, right? They're losing this battle of actually having a good life.
One of my favorite examples is again Andrew Tate, right? He's super famous.
He's not that famous anymore. He fell off hard.
Okay, but
Thank
he
goodness.
was. He was super famous, globally acknowledged individual. Went to jail in Romania.
For being a sex trafficker, dude. Essentially.
Went to jail.
Yeah.
Can you imagine going to jail? Any jail?
I won't have to because I'm not a sex trafficker.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
All right. All right.
It's not that hard.
Those allegations were dropped against him, though.
Again, why? All right. Like there's unfortunately one, like it's the internet kind of thing.
Again, so a girl I'm seeing now, right, says that a child in a hooligan class, who I've heard a lot of stories about for a long time now, decides to make a defamation claim against her and say she doesn't have a degree to be teaching this class. And because this child made this claim official, now the school has to investigate her.
And she does have a degree. To
Yes, she has a degree. She's fully legally there, employed and everything correctly. But because this child made this claim and these parents were like, this child don't lie, there was big investigation in the school against her.
And then?
Obviously, with the evidence found and everything proven correctly and the allegations dropped, it wasn't a thing. But again, I'm applying this argument to your Andrew Tate claim, where he's a sex trafficker. That was the claim made. But it was disproven in a court of law. Who do we believe?
Well, we can like look at the stuff that was talked about. He basically claimed that actually I wasn't sex trafficking these women. They wanted to be there, right? And again, Christian, like we had this conversation. Do you want to be there? Or do you want the money that comes with being there? Or it's like your circumstances
but that
so
depends
bad.
on their testaments.
That's the problem, bro.
In a court of law, it depends on their testaments. That moral structure that we have implemented in a court of law has very, very, very strict rules that many a lawyer and philosopher and whatever have spent years implementing.
Coming to the point,
you cannot just jump the rules and just address the argument that is in context. You can to a certain degree. But if the points presented do follow everything that is acceptable in that dictum of law, it's not illegal.
Yeah, Holmes, again, the point of this fractal whether it's legal or not, is the fact that this guy is not a good person. That doesn't
Why do
care.
you say that? What proof do you have that he's not a good person?
He literally exploited women's bodies for capital. That's a very
They wanted
easy...
to be there.
But it's not a good thing to do, whether you want it or not, bro. Like, if women come up to me and
You're
be
right.
like, please melt, exploit me for my body, I'm gonna be like, I don't feel comfortable with that, and that's not my prerogative.
I am playing devil's advocate right
And
now.
I am playing angel's advocate.
All right, but in a court of law, I would still win.
Yeah. But again, for me, the point is...
So essentially...
the spectrum.
Okay, so then we have social justice that we can implement.
Yeah.
That you and I both know this motherfucker did something sick and wrong. Are we gonna go martyr ourselves to just destroy Andrew Tate? He probably has security out the ass, and they're probably bigger than him.
I don't really think about Andrew Tate much in my life. That's
Okay,
the thing,
but this
bro.
is the argument that we're presently going through. This applies to any entity that is busy being shitty for society. Julius Malema in some eyes. But he is one of the loudest voices against the VAT increase happening to our country right now.
Because it's gonna affect him too, bro. That's the thing. It's gonna affect everybody.
The point is, his evil aligns with our goals.
No, like he's aligning with money, bro.
In that single context, in that quartered off argument.
Yeah. Like I feel like I'm missing a little bit of the point you're trying to make, maybe.
The point I'm trying to make is, society doesn't function off what is right and wrong. Society functions off what falls within the law and what doesn't.
You're right on that.
So you can argue, that's the beauty, the art of rhetoric. You can even argue illegal activities into being legal with the right use of language. I love language. I love language so much.
It's powerful.
It is potent beyond belief. The more you master language, the better you are at structuring your argument, the better you are at getting away with shady activity. Andrew Tate is an incredibly well-spoken individual.
Yes, practice.
Stephen King, incredibly well-spoken individual. Well-written, rather, individual. Donald Trump, well-spoken individual. He knows his audience. He knows his audience. He knows what buttons to click in a debate. Debate is a very high-stakes situation. Yet he is capable of saying what he needs to say. Obama, same thing. We got taught on how to give a speech through videos of Obama.
Yeah. The thing I'm coming back to is that, like, people still have it as a responsibility to themselves to come to a conclusion. And for me, again, it's the matter of almost like the life they live, bro. Right? I don't know if living that life is necessarily a good one for them either. Right? Like, constantly using language in that way where you have to almost like explain away the evil things that you're doing, right? It's almost like you're playing defense as a life, right? Like sure, you might be secure financially, you might be secure in other ways, but you're never secure as a person. All right, you have to defend yourself. You have to avert. You have to ignore the past, right? And in that way, it's not productive to our society. And yes, it might be legal to do so. Again, might be. Is it legal to lie? Is it legal to lie?
It's legal to debate.
People just lie these days, bro. That's the thing as well. And there's nobody really doing any fact-checking.
What is the best way to create a liar? Convince them they're telling the truth.
True. Actually, like just thinking about the recent lies that has been projected, there is an element of them thinking they're telling the truth.
There's a massive element. They believe it almost wholeheartedly.
But that's the problem for me as well, bro. Is that in that way, our society is kind of like set up to listen to, again, the people who have the loudest voices.
Homie,
right?
how many people watch the Kardashians?
I hope none of them here, but probably a lot of them. Hey, Google, what is the annual Kardashian show watcher or viewerships? Viewerships. I should be asking a language model. What is the average viewership of the Kardashian show?
It's important to distinguish
I can only
between
distinguish
keeping up
me,
with the
bro.
Kardashians and the Kardashians.
Just give me numbers. Give me number. I don't want to distinguish. I want you to tally. What is the annual viewership that this content gets?
It's very difficult to give a precise annual viewership number for the Kardashian shows. This is due to several...
He's gonna get killed by the AI one day. He's one of those individuals that pushes it too hard.
This show reached close to 3 million viewers. Okay, that's not as big numbers as I was worried it might be. Over the 20 seasons, 3 million viewers. So that's probably like still millions of views per episode. For me, the reason I go start memeing is because it starts making sounds without me asking it to. I didn't ask for you reading out loud, and especially not the parts that doesn't really gather any information or give any information. I like the society doesn't function on right and wrong, but on legal and illegal. Yeah. And like again, the ultra wealthy very much know that and take advantage of that. Literally. That's why we're seeing so many freaking rug pulls, because technically a rug pull is legal. You state in words, oh, this is not an investment. Don't think your money go up. Don't think. And then they make your money go down. And they're like, whoop whoop, get wrecked. And thanks for the money. And thanks for the trading fees, Soul says as well. Some bullshit, bro. Some stealing the wealth of our people. Don't buy shit coins, please. Please, for the love of God, stay away from meme coins, please. Save yourselves.
Invest in Dogecoin.
Don't invest in Dogecoin. Don't do that. Don't listen to him.
Do it right now. Drop all of your money in Dogecoin so you can increase Bitcoin's value.
But I'm pretty sure, like with the previous bull cycle, Elon literally said you should bet the farm on Dogecoin.
Yeah.
And then he said that, and like Dogecoin,
your dad should do that.
Spiked up to like 75 cents a coin, and then it went down to like something like 3 cents a coin, bro. So if you bet the farm on Dogecoin, then you would have literally lost the farm. Don't. We educate ourselves as a means of protecting ourselves. Exactly. It's not all bad, but it's sad. Thinking about evil people and good people, evil people get more attention and press because it's the human way of a means of protection. We educate ourselves as a means of protecting ourselves. So therefore it gets more airtime. You know, I'm not even sure about that anymore. Because, you know what, this is the recent thing, and it pains me to actually have to say this out loud, because I am a lover of an echo chamber as much as the next person, but not really. I'm just kind of like riffing. There was this whole Reddit thing, right? And I'm a pretty Reddit user, and I read the comments, and Reddit is very much polarized, right? Like they hate certain people, right? Without any remorse. And then there was this video circulating on Reddit, being reposted day after day. I saw that video so many fucking times, where he was leaving his son on like the stairs and walking away from him. And then the video cuts. And then it's like, look at what a poor father Elon is. Can you believe he would do this? Manana, just a prop. Bullet shield, manana. And then the actual video comes out. And like, yes, he walks off. Like he calls for his son. And then the son walks. And then he calls for his son again. And then he's like on the stairs. And then he walks. And then he sees his son is not with him. And he walks back at the end of the video. And he gets his son. And then he walks off. Like that was the actual video. And that now got recently posted. And I was like,
so easy to manipulate media footage.
Yeah, exactly, right? A feeling was made in my heart by cutting that video at the appropriate time, all right? And then I had to, again, reevaluate my feelings and think about my media and think about what I am being shown right now and what I'm supposed to believe about it. You done so?
I'm gonna go pee.
I've also been cold. I wanted to say some scuff shit like, I'm gonna teleport my pee into your streams. I'm sorry. So that you were... I don't know, like, welcome to my brain, bro. Like, this is the world I live in, dude. It's worse existing as this. Believe me. We educate ourselves, it's true. We do try and educate ourselves, but sometimes the people trying to educate us are fucking lying to us. And that's the part that kisses me, Zano. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That makes me very, very angry. Because again, it doesn't take long to disprove. And as soon as it's disproven, not only have you lost my trust, but you have also insulted my intelligence simultaneously. So now I'm angry, right? Now we're in an adversarial position instead of us trying to actually help one another and build, right? So you have double whammy. You've achieved the opposite of what you wanted, and you've been wrong, right? And I'm not only talking about that fractal. I still feel the same ways, right? It's nice talking to you guys. It's nice having you here, Zano. I still feel the same ways about all of the other things, right? All of the, again, right, manipulation of what's legal and what's illegal, and the hoarding of extreme amounts of wealth, right, beyond our imagination. Like, that stuff hasn't changed. That stuff is still true. But how much of the stuff that I've been told isn't? That's terrifying to think about, bro. That is,
you know what I found
unironically
very
terrifying.
bizarre is chatting to my sis and discovering that she loves listening to science podcasts, and that gets extremely giddy and happy when she hears the mention of the periodic table.
Yeah?
And I thought that is the most nerd shit I've ever fucking heard. And you know, I love my sis, I really do. I think it's wonderful. I think the periodic table is one of the greatest inventions of science, 100%. But I don't like, yay, periodic table, you know? I feel that way maybe about manta rays or whale sharks, and it's just a difference in perspective, but I find it so bizarre, you know, from that point of view to that point of view, where it's like...
I get it, though. I get it. It's it's like a technology kind of thing, right?
It's crazy. It's crazy cool
like,
science.
The way I'm relating to your sister, and I don't even have to say it. Lucy. So I kind of get it. Like, a part of me gets it. Because it's like this periodic table, something simple, literally gave us like the keys to the universe from a perspective, right? Like, it gave us so much.
I hear you.
The caveman brain.
What's bizarre to me is that there is no element that is not on the periodic table. That's what they say. That is what...
We can make new elements is the thing, and then we can technically place things on the periodic table, which means even though they like annihilate themselves pretty quickly, we still can. We still can add another.
I'm pretty sure I've Googled this before.
Maybe I'm wrong. This caveman brain, bad thing make big stress. Stress means death sometimes. Death is ultimate bad. Yeah. Stay alive. Please? I want to see you on the other side. Yeah, it's very true. The most social media, any media shows hate for clicks. It's a means of destabilization and control. Again, right, like, it's a dichotomy that I'm finding myself within, Zano. Because one part of the fractal is showing me definitively that the people in power are I have read
two different opinions. So this presently gives me that there are likely elements we have not discovered yet. Personally, I know with almost 100% certainty that all of the elements we have discovered so far are in the universe, are in the...
And it is a matter of like, table. Because the same stuff that made all of those elements have been
happening for a long time. It also takes
an
unfathomable amount of energy to create any other elements.
Exactly. Like, it's been happening for a long time in that way, and all of the stuff that was created by that very long time process is a part of our Earth, and that's where we got all of that from. So I agree with that. The thing is, though, and that's why there's like ambiguity, is because we now do have the technology to add electrons. They're just like, and then it's like, ceases to exist, bro. But in that, it's something new.
I don't know.
I'm serious. That's
I
literally
know you're serious.
doing.
I know you're serious. I believe you. I don't know if this reality is capable of creating that level of energy just yet,
bro. That's literally
mathematically you can make
particle accelerators are for.
Mathematically, you can make anything a reality. Honestly.
I don't think this is just mathematics anymore. Like, we've done it.
It is beyond mathematics.
We've done this in reality, though.
Oh, no, not a fucking chance.
I'm pretty sure.
Create a fake element. That's on the periodic table, motherfucker.
True. Because it doesn't stay there. Like, we cannot... It's like almost like an intangibility thing. Like, imagine if we... if something that can only exist for a flicker of existence can exist, and then we almost like make that a part of everybody's story. Like this one thing that one time exists for a flicker, and we
Like-
should think about it. And then more flickers happen, and then by the time we're like done, we're just talking about the flickers.
Okay, but have you ever heard of the element of surprise, bro?
I think we have this. None of us were
I
surprised.
think we reacted at exactly the same time, bro. That's fucking rare.
We are clown to clown
Yeah,
communication.
Science equals magic. You're absolutely right. Science does 100% equal
And she
magic.
did spell it with a K too, bro.
Magic.
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 Yeah. No, don't say the mag, oh, please. It's too close to the maha. It's very, again, very true. Like, so again, this point, bro, this fractal of like, I know for a fact the ultra powerful are trying to make sure they have more power. And I know for a fact at the same time that my media is lying to me in the pursuit of trying to tell me they're the bad guys. Right? And that is like very... Maybe it's supposed to be that way. Maybe it's supposed to fucking destabilize me, as you said, Sano. Show me that I can trust nothing. You can trust nothing. Thank goodness.
You know what's been happening
Actually, thank goodness we have language models, bro.
You know what's been happening recently? We knew this before language models. Please, bro. Anyway, listen.
No, what I'm saying is like we're gonna have access to truth in a way that we haven't had before with the help of language models.
Truth to your truth.
More just a factual truth. Like, oh yes, these are the facts.
Based on what data?
Based on the data.
Which data?
And the data available. I mean, we can build oracles, Christian. Oracles, you can literally put a camera on a blockchain.
You can build oracles that will still be wrong, bro. Anyway, listen.
Yeah.
I'm currently experiencing something with my grandmother, bro.
Okay.
Where she is straight up cannot believe that I missed a phone call with her 1 week. And it's all because I found a new lady in my life. And
She just said this?
she literally said that I am now on the last part of the list of his priorities because of this new lady. Now he doesn't think about grandma at all anymore. And she complained to my sister as well, which my sister told me, of like, he's not calling now because he doesn't care about his grandma anymore. I can absolutely feel how this also relates to my experience with Johan, but it is very different in this scenario.
Even more personal.
I don't know. Shit. No, I fucked myself in the leg, bro. Yeah. No, I just...
You're the guy in the bank and the guy with the gun. But you shot yourself before getting the money.
Grandma's always been potent with her sayings, bro.
Bruh, grandma just wants to make it clear to you that she wants to hear your voice, even if it means making you feel bad to make you
I get
voice.
it. I know. Oh. That's why I still call her. It's not like I didn't call her yesterday, she didn't pick up the phone. Does that mean I should call again, chat? Probably. Be a good grandson. Be a good grandson. Am I not a great grandson?
the best.
Do not do fucking shit for
This
my
guy,
grandma.
this guy flew to freaking Bulgaria for his grandma.
To help her into an old age home on my ace, motherfuckers, solo. It's lucky that we even have family friends that are willing to help us out. I would have been screwed without them, bro.
Yeah, there was 3 ladies,
Screwed.
right?
3, 4.
Yeah, doing that.
Ladies, not
completely
men.
alone.
Not men. Not men. Ladies. Don't say I'm not a woman supporter.
You know, you wanna like dig on men more. Like, what were they doing? Squatting,
Getting drunk,
drinking
bro.
vodka,
Getting
and
drunk.
eating
Going to
sunflower seeds.
Partakis with their Mikeys. Having fucking
Lack of times. All of the women are busy. They can chillax.
either that or they're dead. That's just how it is in Bulgaria.
They're either partying or they've died from partying too much. That's horrific, dude. I play call again and ask her about the man in her life. Bruh, you will probably get like some scuffed answer, bruh. You should ask grandma about her love life in the new old age homes. Like, I heard there's like a whole fire happening in the old age homes these days, grandma. I heard that you have trouble with me finding a lady, you know. Maybe Wait, this is the tune. I'm gonna like riff on Joe's. Maybe you should find yourself a guy to keep you busy, then you wouldn't be looking for. Yeah, see, Grandma would literally climb through that.
Grandma
phone to
would
murder
siphon my soul out of this realm.
I play. Wait, no, love is true. I haven't had grandparents for decades. Jeeps, it's true. Some people haven't. I'm sorry that you lost yours so soon, dear friend. I'm happy I don't have to call them because of social anxiety.
Your
Silver
viewers
linings.
your viewers are hitting the mark here, bro. It's true.
They're very authentic, at least. Bro. I'm
It's
grateful
true.
for
Look,
that.
it's freaking difficult. How do you do it? How do you call? And my sister calls every second day. I marvel at her again, at this capability to just take the abuse. Because it is abuse. Consistent abuse. It is one of the leading reasons why my ma passed away. Horrible thing to say, but my grandma is to blame.
In part.
A large part.
Slice of cake like this.
Very large. Well, why did my mother drink? Why did my mother smoke? Why? Why really?
Yeah, it's true.
What is the root cause?
Being berated.
For what? For being an absolutely flawless human being? Absolutely flawless. Got A's across the board. Distinctions across the board.
What did your grandma want her to be, bro? Better.
Better. Why did my uncle leave? Never spoke to us again?
Couldn't help
What?
it, bro.
Why is that? He wanted to escape from this madness? He was a sociopath himself. Watch what happens when you put two sociopaths in one house. What happens? It's lucky they didn't murder each other.
Probably that's why I left. It is abuse. Yeah, there it is. Being mad at me when I would make it hard for me to call. Yeah. If they made it hard to call them by being mad, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, for me, bro, like I feel bad for mom as well like that, bro. Where my mom as well, you know, I don't know. Like there's... I'm not the one getting abused necessarily, right? But there is a fight in my mom. There's a fight, bro. A relentless fight that fightings. And I don't know how to help always. Other than be like, yeah.
He fights with his family all the time. How's Vessel?
Basil is working. Actually, got a jury.
Not in the house.
Nope. He's living in the town now. With his girlfriend.
In the other house.
With his girlfriend, and she's sleeping in the bed with him, bro. Like that's also happening, you know. Like I don't have a problem with that, but like the amount of like lip I've gotten from my dad for daring to, you know, want to love someone, and then this Oko doesn't get any of it, bro. Like I feel like for me,
He's still with this girlfriend.
yeah,
Him as well.
yeah.
They have you as an example, bro.
As an example.
They're like, look how much our parents are disappointed in Estia, and let's not be that.
Let's not be disappointments.
That's the I'm not judging you, homie. I'm not degrading you in any way. I'm stating what it's likely the fact.
Mm.
Why am I friends with you? Because I feel that's unfair. One of the reasons. I don't think it was fair. Not in the slightest. Your father took you out of school, bro. What the fuck? Okay, can you imagine doing that to your kid?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
It takes you out of school, bro.
Yeah.
Why? Why? Because you were too outgoing and argumentative about these points? He was like, he's gonna leave now, he's gonna beg me to take him back. But you didn't. Which was like another step onto his authority.
I didn't beg him, but I did develop like bad health issues some way through it. And that's kind of why it ended as well. Man, yeah, life has been interesting. Dude, like I'm getting flashbacks from that moment. For me, the most potent moment.
Okay, let me ask you this, to interrupt you rudely. Why do you think you and I get along?
I ask that question a lot, bro, because I'm trying to like almost like extract a certain wisdom from it. And the conclusion I've come to is that we're both
Autistic as fuck.
that definitely, but I wanted to say intellectual, right? We're smart and we're also willing to explore intellectual ideas, right? And in that way, we suit each other well in our willingness
I
to
think
kind
we've
of
just
like,
been trauma to the same degree, bro.
and shit beaten out of us.
Trauma. And it wasn't the worst kind of trauma. There's far worse trauma on planet Earth. Nevertheless, it has a certain flavor of trauma. I had to leave my country when I was 6 years old. Learned English while I was here. Imagine, Bulgarian boy.
You have to come and be
We
my
used to
friend.
lift our hands like this in Bulgarian class to ask for something.
Okay. Two
I
fingers.
did this in South Africa. You know how you would live
One finger, yeah.
I did this in South Africa. I got laughed at,
You're
bro.
like, what are you doing?
One of the
Are you a peace fighter?
Yeah. One of the first days here in the kindergarten here, I bowed my head in shame, bro, and cried because I was so weird.
Haha! New kid held two fingers up. The freaking brain cells, two brain cells getting rubbed together in
They
those
didn't
little
ask
children.
me how I was doing. I was in this. I didn't even speak the fucking languages.
Dude, like, I'm imagining being a 6-year-old amongst other 6-year-olds speaking a fucking other language you cannot interface. And like, for me, it was hard fucking interfacing with the other 6-year-olds speaking their language. You know? Like, dude, the 6-year-olds are fucked in the head. Bro.
Yeah,
One
they're messed
hundo-
up.
Dude, like, seriously, when I tried to make friends with other 6-year-olds, they, like, one time took me behind, like, a corner, and they were freaking touching each other, bro. And I was like, actually, I'm gonna be playing in the sand pit, bro. I'm dead serious, bro. I was like, what the fuck?
It's normal.
No, actually.
It's normal.
It is technically
It is
normal, but dude,
figuring things
what
out.
the fuck, dude? And I went back and I played sand, bro. And I was literally like PTSD, battle flashing, like literally trying to scrub the information from my brain.
There's no scrubbing.
Because if I told my mom about this, she would fucking literally have a heart
There's
attack.
no scraping it. It's there forever.
It's forever there, bro. The black sheep. I am the black sheep too, Melty. I know, Zana. And that's why maybe that's why we get along. We're the black sheep, bro. I don't think this dude has been white sheep this whole time.
What?
What?
I've been white sheep this whole time. Me.
You've just been like the whitest sheep that wanted to be the black sheep. Bro.
Are you fucking kidding
That's
me,
the way
bro?
I
There's,
see it.
there's no way, not in the slightest.
Not him.
piercing.
Your sister is like superstar. I know.
There's piercings in my...
Tattoos. Yeah. Fine, you're the black sheep. I'm just like the reason I'm kind of like tuning him is because from what he shared about when he was like still a kid, right? And he was still revered as like, look at this little
The sunshine, the
little
ultimate.
sunshine. Yeah,
The perfect.
that's when
the
you were still like
flawless.
white sheep, and then suddenly the real hair started growing in, bro. And people were like, take it for it's white scrap. Those judgments are often from a lack of self-awareness, not taking responsibility. Those judgments are often from a lack of self-awareness, not taking responsibility and passing trauma onto the next generation. Your awareness is what will curb this looking. Is what will curb this. Looking at her beingness, like, why is she like this? And don't take it personal. She may be she may be past the point of asking these questions herself.
She's been long past the point. She never asked these questions in the first place.
But you are still growing at a faster rate than what our past generations are capable of. This is our evolution of consciousness. Love you. There we go. I'm happy I read the messages. We love you too, Zano. Thank you, friends, for joining us. We're just going to sit here until this ends. Maybe I shouldn't do it that way because sometimes it glitches.